Everyone, Soundwave884 here, another Transformers Legacy Evolution review. In this review, take a look at Metalhawk. This is his box art right here. Nice view of his jet mode. Turn to the side, you get some more of the artwork of the robot mode. Turn to the back, oh, peekaboo. Turn to the back, Evo Fusion. You can combine his two guns together, make one dual-barreled blaster. And 18 steps, it's going to get you all the way around. And here's a look at the figure. I don't have any other Metalhawks to compare him with, except for the little bitty Prime Master, which that's not even a comparison. That is more modeled off his Pretender. Now, Metalhawk was a G1 Pretender released in 1988. So he had the human shell, which were these colors as well. They opened up and you got the jet, Cybertronian jet mode, Metalhawk on the inside. And he actually had a gold metal chest, die cast for the time. This one, you know, he's called Metalhawk. There's no metal to be found in this figure. Of course, he's all plastic. He's got some nice colors going on there. He's got the goldish yellow, or I want to say mustard color. He's got some blue, reds, and he's got these grays right here as well. A little bit of white paint here, a little bit of red paint on the edge because it's all done in blue plastic down here. But you can see he's got a little red paint there, and he's got a little bit of red paint up on his thigh right there as well. So a little sloppy at times on this figure. I mean, nothing too bad, you know, nothing where it's just is ruined or anything. But nice detailing going on right here on the torso of the figure. Head sculpt is nice as well. It's a nice paint job there. He's got that silver white paint on the face. Nice little blue eyes, like blue eyes on the inside. Again, he's got the mustard colored head. Turn to the back side. He's Cyclonus. So he's got some little hollow gaps here in the back of the thighs. And that's really the hollowness you're going to get in the back of the figure, and you got where the hands fold in on the arms up here. So he's not really all that hollow, which is a good thing, but I would say this: I got him, Skyquake, and Twin Cast in at the same time, pretty much. This figure here feels to be the worst of the three, just based on this hold'em. He feels like you're holding a Cyberverse figure or something. This is the quality of the plastic. That's the way the plastic feels. Now, he is a retooling of Kingdom Cyclonus, so we'll bring Cyclonus in so we can see what all is kept from Cyclonus and what all has changed. Now, they kept the same feet. They are the same. They kept the same shins. Not shins. They kept the same thighs and hip pieces right here. They kept the same upper shoulders, as you can see there. They actually have pretty much the same wings. It's just harder to tell. They're just sort of reversed. Oh, Cyclonus. Are you drunk? He's got, I guess I can show you on this side. The little three grooves. The grooves are up here. The little part here is here. This piece has that flap that folds out. This has a new flap that is connected to this end piece of the wing. And this wing does not fold. It might look like it when you look at it, because it's got hinges in there. It might look like it might want to fold. It doesn't. They kept the same neck piece of the figure, which, you know, that's fine as well. But otherwise, he's been fully retooled on the torso, the forearms. He's got the same hands and the same elbows, but he's got new forearms, new head sculpt, new torso, new shins, knees, new top of the jet piece, finger stuck. They kept the same back of the leg here where it folds out in robot mode. Otherwise, the sides here are brand new on Metalhawk. Articulation on Metalhawk. If you got Cyclonus, you know what you got. You got elbow bends about 90. You got your bicep swivels. You do have a wrist swivel, but it doesn't want to go very far. You got this piece here, it kind of comes right over that. You can 360 his shoulders around up to there. You get this little piece here. It comes out, looks pretty cool. You got a 360 waist swivel as well. Get my arm out of the way. You can do the full splits. Kick to the front to there, back to there. And you get deep knee bends because of the way this knee is jointed. You can move it around lots of different ways. A slight ankle tilt to there. And your head, no up. You do get a slight down. And you can 360 it all the way around. So that is your articulation on Legacy Evolution Metalhawk. Now, Metalhawk comes with some weapons here. It comes with his sword, which is what the Pretender shell would hold, very G1-esque. And he also comes with these wings that become blasters in robot mode, very much like the G1 toy had. And the gimmick to where you can combine them, there's these little tab pieces here. You would just put them together like so. And then you'll stick it in either hand, or you can have them separate. So then you can put them in one in each hand. I always try to do it where the hollow part is facing towards the robot. And then with his sword, you can spin him around and you can store this on this peg hole right on his back. And as you saw in my intro, the blasters are blast effect compatible. And there's Metalhawk holding his sword as well as the dual barreled blaster this way. It's very cool. I mean, he's kind of grown on me after I opened him up. Like I said earlier, he felt like the worst of the three. After fiddling around with Skyquake, I don't know if it's just user error with me. I know I'm saying that a lot in my last couple of videos, but it's because of this stupid thing here. I just feel like he feels less quality in hand, but overall playability and posability that you're going to get without having things untab and flop around. You might get a little more enjoyment here out of Metalhawk than Skyquake, but Skyquake's going to give you the heft, the size of a leader class figure. You couldn't expect that at a $50 price point. A few comparisons. Here he is next to Studio Series 86 Scourge, or is that a sweep? I don't remember which one. And then next to Deluxe Class Skullgrin, and next to Voyager Class Tarn and Wavemate Twin Cast. Now he transforms pretty much just like Cyclonus, and this hand thing on my hand, I haven't really been doing transformations in my videos, so I'm going to skip over the transformation. I'll just let you know how it went, and if it's easy, and if I can do it in a like a shorts version, I'll put it up on a YouTube Shorts or something. So let's go ahead and take a look at him in his alt mode. And here's Metalhawk in his jet mode. It makes a very nice G1-esque jet mode. It's kind of gappy right here. That kind of bugs me a little bit. I just feel it. I put it in jet mode the first time. I was like, man, it's a little weak in certain spots. But now you take his little blasters down here, and these are going to tab in. With those tabs you use to combine them together, you're going to tab them right into the sides of the legs here, and now give him his complete his G1 look. I probably should have done this off camera because my stupid hand over here doesn't help me do anything right. But we'll do this one as well. Just go right there, and that kind of completes the back end. It makes it look a little more full, not so thin in the back. It just kind of bugs me here with his arms, but it looks really nice though. Overall, it's just, I don't know. I guess I was expecting a little bit more. I don't know. Like I said, he's growing on me though. He's growing on me. This right here. Now you can take it. Part here is these two tabs, and it just tabs in right back there, and that can store his sword in jet mode. Kind of completes the jet look there. You don't have to do the sword, but that's just a storage spot for it, so you don't lose it. Of course, you can always put it up somewhere else if you could. He's going to be in robot mode most of the time here, but the jet mode is growing on me, just like the robot mode is. I mean, I really like Cyclonus, and I guess I had my hype up for this guy based on Cyclonus. It's still a really nice looking jet mode. Don't have too many complaints. It's that maybe the gappiness here in the front is what's really just bugging me, because it just is like his arms are just sitting right there. But everything's tabbed in. When you transform him, the transformation is not exactly like Cyclonus. It's close enough, and some of the things are just slightly different, mainly doing with the arms right here. But the legs transform exactly like Cyclonus, and this comes out from his torso. Everything opens up just like that. His arms tab in here, and when this folds down, it tabs in on his legs down here. Just kind of, I think it's his arms. I wish this did a little bit more into jet mode, but I mean, it's not bad. It's just that slight gap just sort of bugs me. Comparison time with Cyclonus in jet mode. You can see what has changed from one figure to the next. The biggest change, in my opinion, is that Cyclonus, even though they don't actually roll, they're still just molded plastic. He actually has landing gears. And whereas Metalhawk, is probably why he feels cheaper. It's just, he's totally hollow underneath, and there's no landing gears whatsoever on this figure. So I guess that's why I feel like there's a letdown in that aspect. But I'm guessing since Cyclonus only had one weapon, and then he's got three, the two that go on his wing and the sword, they had to cancel out some of the stuff that Cyclonus had and give it to him. Like Cyclonus's hands swivel in and close back up. His just fold into a gap in his forearm. So they took certain liberties with the figure to, give him his full G1 accessories, all 3 weapons. And so they had to cut some of the actual figure, which I understand. I guess it's still probably the same amount of plastic went into both. But it just feels like Cyclonus got a little bit more love, a little more TLC on the actual figure and jet mode, and overall just quality of feel. So I was trying to say about the wings earlier. See if we can actually pick this up on camera here. But they're just very much the exact same wings. It's just this little fold-out piece comes with a tip, and they're just reversed. It's really about the only thing. It might not exactly be the same, but they got all the same beats going on there. Other thing that changed is on the back side of the figure. They kept the same back piece here, you can see, but with the actual covers that cover over the feet in jet mode are different. He's got the 2 ports here. He's got 4 little nipples back there that you can put on some skinny blast effects for jet mode. Whereas he's got the bigger ones to actually insert the thing. I'm going to go give Cyclonus, see if I can actually tab in on Cyclonus here. Yeah, it should be able to, because it's all the same piece, yeah. So you can, Cyclonus can steal Metalhawk's sword and go ahead and carry it around in vehicle mode if he wants to. This right here, like this nose cone on Cyclonus to get it accurate, this thing had to fold out like 3 different times. Whereas his, this folds out from the inside, and this piece just folds up and meets this piece, and then this leaves you hollow on the inside. Whereas this one is, fully solid. I think that's what's getting me. It's just a more solid figure all around in jet mode than Metalhawk is. He's got a little more of the gaps. Another comparison here is next to Deluxe Class Needle Nose from Legacy Evolution. And here he is next to Combiner Wars Scattershot. I used him in my Skyquake review. So I just went and grabbed him. I'm trying to review jets with some jets. And next to the Deluxe Class Alita 1 from Legacy. And Deluxe Class Studio Series 86 Ironhide. Alright, so final thoughts on Legacy Evolution Metalhawk. The figure has grown on me throughout this review. I'm actually getting more pleased with the figure the more I handle it. A lot of the stuff was very tight. Like the wings on the back of the arms, actually fold them down. Very stiff, very scary to try to force the move. But the more I've done it back and forth, they've become, not to say loose, but they've become more easy to maneuver. So that is really the only thing about the figure. Also, the hands, when you transform into robot mode, these need to snap in. There'd be an audible click you'll hear. So make sure you push it to that point so they're not flopping around. I prefer the robot mode over the jet mode. And the jet mode has grown on me, but it's got the little gappy parts, and that just bugs me. And I'm sure someone might try to make a filler for underneath the nose cone in jet mode, but I mean, you'll have to remove that to transform that, because that piece has to, it has a hinge in the middle, it has to fold down. But if you're going to leave it in jet mode a lot, you'll probably want a filler if you're going to be looking at the underside. There's no landing gears in jet mode, because the jet mode is the weakest point of this figure, and he just doesn't feel as quality. It's hard to explain, but in hand, he doesn't feel as solid as Kingdom Cyclonus did. But it's still a nice figure, and I'm actually happy to finally have a Metalhawk in my collection. I don't have any other one except for that little Pretender, which is like the Pretender shell from the G1. So I'm glad I didn't try to get the old Titans Return version, which was a trigger happy. This one I think is a lot better than that. You can get a lot more posability, and if you have any kind of connection to this character through IDW or through G1 or through the Japanese series, I say definitely pick this guy up. It's a nice figure all around. Thanks for watching. Until the next one. Peace out.